the exam point of view, it's good to take a look at a few case studies on businesses that use AWS AI ML services to solve their problems. Let's take an example of scam calls. So, it's a real thing nowadays, and people have been scamming others successfully. There are multiple cases of fraud in several countries which made their way to the international news as well. Now, some of these scam calls may include threatening calls from agencies, technical support calls, call asking for your website password, or asking for your bank details or health insurance. Scammers also use family to scam the public. So, in order to deploy a call fraud detection system using AWS services, first of all, we use an API gateway to get all the metadata related to the call. We need to have some data from the past year to train a model that can detect fraud calls. We use API gateway and Lambda functions to pass the data to S3, and the encrypted mirror of the call is stored in SQS, then eventually to S3. And SageMaker is used to train a model using the data from S3. So the model is trained with multiple iterations and then tested. When the model is good enough, the performance is good enough, the model is deployed with SageMaker endpoint. Endpoint will serve with scores of a call given the metadata. So if the score says 100% for a call, the call is considered to be fraud. To deploy the system in real time, whenever a call is made, the customer credentials and the call metadata is sent to an API gateway again. This time, there is another Lambda function that will authenticate the customer through the DynamoDB. If the customer credentials are correct and the customer is registered with the company, the request is acknowledged and sent to another Lambda function that will invoke the SageMaker endpoint to make predictions. So the SageMaker endpoint will give a score from 0 to 100. So if there is a 70% chance that the call is fraud, the score is sent back to the customer through API gateway, and this all works in milliseconds. So if the score is high enough, the customer can take steps to improve its security. Now let's take a look at another case study which is about contact service center. So this case study is using a lot of AWS services such as Amazon Transcribe, Amazon Comprehend, Amazon Athena, QuickSight, etc. But it starts by Amazon Connect. So Amazon Connect is a self-service cloud-based contact center service that makes it easier for any business to deliver better customer services. So Amazon Connect can record calls between customers and agents. Now, in order to analyze the customer sentiment during the call,